Hey y'all, what I want to talk about today is the independent woman. And it has really been on my mind a lot lately, with the role of an independent woman, or how people feel about her. Um and I think sometimes men don't really think about what caused um the independent mind frame um to come about. And we could talk about it. We could blame a few different things. We could blame the man being out of place. You know, we can blame the man being out of place that caused, the independent woman. We can talk about that. We can also talk about we can blame the women, not the single women that are raising the men, them not raising them the way they would want their daughters, not raising them to become a man that they would want their daughters to engage in. And I say that because think about it. Whenever there's a shift, whenever something is out of place, it's a shift that happens. And it's not just that thing is out of place, but it shifts other things into being out of place. So when you have a woman that is not meant to be first, not meant to be head of the house, you have that woman, that same woman, Eve or whatever you want to call it, because of course a woman was made to be first. Then God would create a woman first and woman out of man, but he created Adam first, which is evidence that a man is supposed to be first. He is supposed to lead. He is head of the house. He is over woman. So when you got things like slavery that break up the family, the black family, and the presence of the man is almost abolished. You get these issues that come about, like the independent woman, and it's not that women want to be independent, it's that they have no choice but to be independent. So when they do get a good man to come in their life, it's a fight, because for a few different things, because you afraid, you know what I mean? You're so used to having to do this by yourself, or you just get so stuck in that role that you don't know how to do anything but be in that role, that dominant role. You know what I mean? It's not that, trust me, a woman don't want to be independent. We are made to be independent. Not like as in forced. Okay, made as in forced. So therefore, who wants to be the head of the house if you don't have to? Who wants to run stuff if you don't have to? Who wants to be in control of stuff if you don't want to? So sometimes, men get things confused, and they think that you just want to control everything, or you just this independent woman that don't need anybody. No, it's not that. It's just that that's just how society has made her, with the lack of the presence of the man being in the house, So, you have to do everything yourself, So it's like, you don't want to, So it's like when you do get that man, it's like you're trying to unlearn everything that that you've been doing, that it was your way of surviving, So sometimes you get stuck in survival mode, because it's like if he decide he wanna, do like the other men and do his thing, do him, then I can't get too comfortable, because I might have to stay in this role all my life, or I might have to pick this back up. You know, so it's just fear. Whenever you run into an independent woman, or a woman that you think don't need you, it's an illusion. It's not that she don't need you, because she does need you. A woman is not meant built to carry that weight. She's not meant to be the head of the house. You know, she's not meant to be in the role of a man. She's not meant for that. You know, we understand that. You know, we are meant to be helpmates. We are meant to help take a load off the man, not take the load. You know, God have made us, you know, different. You know, and women are not made for certain levels of weight. We just not. You know, we are nurturers. You know, we are emotional. You know, and we're just not made to carry the certain burdens of a man. But what do you do when society force you into a role of having to be that? Having to be something that you're not. So, I think we all know that when you get so familiar, or you get so used to wearing a mask, then that mask kind of becomes you. You know what I mean? It's hard to take that mask off when you get so used to it. You know, it becomes you, so to speak. You know, so when you do get a good man, you know, that wants to step into place, take his rightful place on the throne, let's say that, you know, and be what he needs to be for you or whatnot, it's kind of hard to come out of having to do everything, having to be everything. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, you know, you don't just get to take a break from life. You know what I mean? You still, things have to still continue to move. You know, so it's like, okay, the person come in your life and you like, I still gotta, you know, continue to do me. What a case, you know, you have all these fears and anxieties of it not working out or not lasting, you know, because we all know that forever ain't forever. You know what I mean? Even, you know, if it comes to an end by death, if it comes to an end by whatever, we all know forever ain't long enough. You know what I mean? And it's just not long enough, you know. Nothing is forever, you know. Until it's after, you know, after death, of course. Then that's forever. But that's another side that, we, you know, it's just, I don't know, it's crazy though. It's just that you have to remember as a man that, you know, women are used to having to do on their own. They're having to go out to get the bread and the butter or whatever, you know. They making their tables, you know, and, you know, providing. You know, they had to take on their role, not because they wanted to. You know, in this generation, it's not even, it's getting even worse, you know. So it's like, and then not only that, you have not men raising the kids, but you have women raising men. And it's not meant for a woman to raise a man. You know, so what do you do when you have the world, you have women raising men? You know, and even when they do raise them, you have a handful of women that's raising their boys to be great men. You know what I mean? I know a few people, you know, that they raised, you know, men on their own, and they did a pretty good job to be just, you know, just a single mother. You know, but on the flip side, you know, it ain't too many people. You know, a lot of women will just raise them or let the streets raise them, which we're seeing a lot today. You know, and that's not a good example, because guess what? You're not teaching them how to be, you know, effective in the community, and not even that, but really effective when it comes to family and when it comes to, you know, taking care of what's theirs, you know, and being in the house. teaching them responsibility, and when it comes to, family, to value that. People not teaching the same values anymore. So that's a different thing too. So you just have to keep in mind, when you see this independent woman, that it's not because she wants to be. She's just fearful, and like anything, you have to, unlearn bad behaviors, and a lot of times society forces these things on us, and we get lost in them, and we get stuck, But with the help of a great man or a great woman, you can learn to get unstuck or whatnot. So just think about that when you got this woman that you feel like she don't need for nothing. It's not that, because she do need. Everybody need, just like a man need. Everybody needs something. So we're not going to get into that I don't need you. No, it's not that. She's just fearful and she's afraid. So just, learn to look beyond that independent mind frame, and I got this and I can do this. Look beyond it. It's a facade. She's just afraid. So just think about that. Keep it in mind. So y'all be sweet and have a good day.